Hello everybody, this is AusDish and welcome to my new episode series called AusDish Travels. This episode series will be mainly about my personal video blog, and the reason why I wanted to make this is that I love traveling and I want to show you guys all sorts of places where I'm traveling at, and hopefully once the borders open I hope to show you guys more in some places outside of the country in Japan, but since these days I just want to do a video blog in Japan for now and hopefully to show you something interesting to you guys and in the near future. So what better way to start this episode series is to come to Tokyo, which I'm right now. I'm at Tokyo Station and trying to take you guys around in famous places in Tokyo. But I think that you guys already seen a lot of YouTubers doing top 10 places or best places to travel around in Tokyo. So what I want to do is as any person will do, is to try to show you guys a lot of places, famous places in Tokyo, but using one regulation is using the Tokyo Metropolitan District Pass, which is kind of a one-day pass that you can use in Tokyo. It's about 760 yen, so I think it's about $8 in US maybe. And using that for the day and try to travel around in Tokyo and try to show you guys a lot of famous places through using that. And also I just want to test myself that to going a lot of places, and I want to show how worth it can be using that pass and how it can be useful, since I'm going to travel around a lot of places, all the stations, so hopefully that 760 was worth the pay for the day. So yeah, let's start this journey and let's do it. So I'm at Tokyo Station now, the starting point, and also bought my Tokyo Metropolitan District Pass. This is the... Oops. Oh yeah, it is. So before I just want to head off, I just wanted to show you guys this nice building of Tokyo Station. And if you don't know about it, it was created in 1914, I think it was, but it was fully destroyed in 1923 of the giant earthquake that happened in here, and also World War II. As it burned down completely. But the Japanese government decided wanted to reconstruct this nice building and use the materials and documents they know about this building, and it's complete. And this building now has been fully recreated in 2012. And what thing's good about it is it's not only an ordinary station. It actually has a lovely hotel called Tokyo Station Hotel, and it also has a nice art gallery, which right now is, I think it was the Harry Potter and the History of Magic, which is actually very nice when I went there. So yeah, they have a lot of things, and also they have some nice delicious foods inside the station, which I do recommend to go if you have no time to go and if you just want to not get out of the station, just want to explore. So yeah, so I'm just going to head into the station and let's start my journey. So, as I put my ticket and start my whole journey of this episode, is somewhere familiar that everyone is for anime, gacha, games, figures, cosplay, maids. Yes, you guessed it, Akihabara. And I want to start from here as my first stop because it's a beautiful day and I want to wander around the places in Akihabara to see some of the things my favorite things, and why not? It's the best place to take a look around and show you guys how it is today. So, I'm at Akihabara and I just wander around this area and there's some things that did changed, especially I think the Gundam Cafe that I remembered. I think it closed around in the end of January, so it's a bit sad to see that the big place that used to be right in front of the station just closed now. And I just always wondered when I was wandering around around today is that I don't see a lot of maids. Usually when I walk around in weekends, even Saturday, Sundays, I don't know why. Maybe it could be a Sunday, a lot could be that, but I don't see a lot of maids today. And I did see around some of maids around in the alleyways, but not in the main areas. So I was a bit surprised, especially that when it's around right now it's about 11:40ish maybe. I don't see much of it, so I was a bit surprised that it's not many for now. But hopefully, maybe they might start to appear around in the afternoon. So, yeah. So I just finished wandering. So I just want to head around to the next station, which is Ueno. As I wave goodbye to Akihabara, now off to Ueno Station, which is famous for pandas at Ueno Zoo and the great downtown market of Ameyoko. So I just arrived in Ueno Station, which is famous for pandas, zoos, arts, science museums, exhibitions, streetways, any sorts of that. And hopefully I could find some sakura cherry blossoms just started to bloom, hopefully at the park, at the Ueno Park, because right now it's about around in the mid-late of March, and hopefully it's getting warmer, so hopefully we could see some cherry blossoms out here. But before that, I just a bit hungry, and it's about 12, it's already past 12, so I'm just going to get some lunch and show you guys around Ueno. After having a nice meal, now off to Ueno Park to do some hanami, or cherry blossom watching. But unfortunately, since I came here in March 21st, I was not actually knowing of when it was actually blooming the sakura. So I'm actually wandering around in Ueno Park right now and trying to find any sakura trees that's already bloomed. Fortunately, I actually couldn't find any. Apparently it's because it's still cold, and I think what I heard around is that around next week might start to bloom and fully bloom around. So hopefully to look forward to around that time. But yeah, but while I was actually walking around, I actually found this nice ume, which is right behind me. Ume means for plum, so a plum tree. And apparently, but while I was checking, I think that was the only tree that was blooming very nicely. So yeah, I actually took some photos, and yeah, hope that you like it. It's actually very nice right now. And I hope next week it'll start to bloom around, and where I'm walking at, we'll be walking at, we'll have a lot of cherry blossoms blooming. While I was searching my journey of some sakura, I actually found something interesting along the way in the middle of Ueno Park. Okay, so while I was wandering around in Ueno Park to find some sakura, I actually found this interesting sign called Ueno Daibutsu, which means Ueno Buddha statue. And I just wondered, I've actually never heard of any Buddha statue located in Ueno, so I just want to take a look right now and show you guys what this is about, and hopefully I find something interesting. Ueno Daibutsu, or Ueno Buddha, is located in an outside temple called Kanneji Temple, and this spot is known as Daibutsuyama, or Great Buddha Hill today. In 1631, the original Buddha statue was created by a lord from Niigata, but it was destroyed 16 years later by an earthquake. The second Buddha statue, which is the current one, was created by a monk who collected money from Edo citizens, and it was about 3.6 meters tall. The face of the Buddha fell off during the Great Kanto earthquake, which happened in 1923, and later the body was delivered to the government under the metal acquisition law during World War II. Only the face remained, and the wall was built on top of the hill to enshrine the Buddha head in 1967. Today, this Buddha face is praised to many people by saying, これ以上落ちない合格大仏, which means a Buddha statue which will not fall any further, which helps to bring good luck to academic achievement and fruitful effort. So going back to the search of sakura, I couldn't find any, and I was walking around this street, and then at the end of the part, this happened to me. So when I was actually walking out of Ueno Park, since I couldn't find any sakura, I actually found some sakura just behind me. So it's actually at the end of the park while I was walking out, and by the looks of it, it looks like it's Shidari Sakura, which is kind of a type of sakura which its flower just hangs down. So I was very lucky to see this type of sakura and actually see when it's a bit blooming. So yeah, finally got it. So I hope you liked watching the sakura that I showed you. Now let's wave ourselves to Ueno and head to our next station, Harajuku. So I came to Harajuku right now, and just want to explore here since I've been for a while. And what better place to come to Harajuku is the biggest shrine in Tokyo, Meiji Jingu, or we call it Meiji Shrine. And I was going to Meiji Shrine, and I noticed that there was this huge wall of construction, and also that on top of what I'm pointing at is used to be the famous giant torii gate that's normally is like the entrance of Meiji Shrine. And apparently right now that they're actually rebuilding the giant torii gate until June 2022 apparently, when I just looked at the design. So fortunately can't find it. I won't be able to pass through it. But yeah, I'll take you guys around Meiji Shrine then. Even though the entrance torii gate was under construction, I was lucky to take you guys to a temporal entrance just right at the side of the gate, which I may not experience again. As some of you may have been to Meiji Jingu Shrine, as I continue walking through this path, I've reached a familiar road, which is the main pathway to the shrine. So I actually did a bit of since I came to Meiji Shrine, just wanted to do some omikuji, which I got here. And if you don't know what omikuji is, it's like fortune telling based on your luck. So you just pay a little bit of fee from a coin, and you just rattle around a box which is filled with sticks, and you take out one of the numbers out, and you find that number with the box that contained with that number, and you take that and see your luck. And what's about different with Meiji shrines and other temples that I do omikuji is that for here, you don't actually get like the good lucks or the bad lucks of results. You get a word of wisdom, which I do like because it tells like this is how you need to live through your life. Through your life, or how you want to live to work well. So it gives you some wisdom. And my wisdom is, after age, our land lives in prosperous peace. So looking upward, we stand in awe at viewing our guardian peak, Mount Fuji. Huh. So it's been told. So this is a poem done by the Meiji Emperor, and it's a very nice poem. And I think the point is to look up, always look up, even these hard times right now. And everything's prospering, so always look up. I think it's a good point for me since I'm doing this kind of YouTube stuff, so always work well. After enjoying a nice time at Meiji Jingu Shrine, now we move to our next area, which is located in the same area in Harajuku, Takeshita Street, which I haven't been here for a while, and this is me just enjoying the streets and how I thought about for today. So, I actually been walking around in Takeshita Street. I would say it's been a while to walk there, and especially it's during a weekend. So I was a bit overwhelmed with the number of people, which, as far as I remember, since it was during COVID, even now it is, but there was less people. So I'm a bit surprised when there was a lot of people in the street, and I didn't need to just walk around. So you kind of imagine like how hard and massive it was to actually walk from start to finish and just going through many people around. But I would say that there was a lot of things just changed. I think because of what it is, and there are some things that are still remain. So yeah, if you're just looking forward to walking around the street again, yeah, I would recommend there's still some new things to look around, so go check it out. Since I was overwhelmed by the street, I had some delicious coffee and a cake at a near cafe and head to our next destination, Shibuya, home for the legendary loyal dog Hachiko statue and the very famous tourist site Shibuya Crossing. After exploring Shibuya Crossing, I head to Miyashita Park, which is kind of a place where you can do shopping, eating, drinking, and experiencing some kind of activities, and also chilling at the rooftops, which has a wide, nice view around to look around Shibuya, and some skateboarding. After wandering around in Miyashita Park, I head back to central Shibuya to this building called Particle. At the upper floor of this building, there's a Nintendo Tokyo shop which you can buy official Nintendo merch, and you can see some familiar Nintendo characters placed around in the shop. Later on, at the same floor, I also went to the Pokemon Center in Shibuya, where you can meet Mewtwo and experience finding your very own Pikachu fashion avatar of the day, just like me. Okay, didn't expect to be this kind of work. Since I experienced a lot of things in Shibuya, now I head to my last area to explore, Hamamatsucho. About a 15-minute walk from the station, I head to one of the most famous tourist sites in Tokyo, which everyone you can see right now at the front of the screen. Yes, Tokyo Tower. So I'm at near the Hamamatsucho station, which is going back to Tokyo Station. And while I was heading back from Tokyo Tower, I just realized that there is a little small site here, which you can just see just behind me, in the corner of this huge building that's already been deconstructing called the World Trade Center building in Japan. And I just realized is that sometimes this corner actually changes its insides of like the meaning of changing its statues inside, like this, what tells about the season. So right now, since it's mid-late March, so they're adding, because it's like the graduation seasons, so they have this little school monument and has the junior high school sign, and it says congratulations on your graduation. So it's a lovely thing that they add a little bit omotenashi at here to show to tell each season, because I think I remember when I came here during the New Year's, they actually had a little small trinket to celebrate the New Year, something like that. So if you're in Tokyo and want to take around sometimes, I think this is the best place to actually check a bit to tell what the season is right now. So since I enjoyed myself to take you guys a lot of places in Tokyo, I came back to Tokyo Station again to start to wrap things up from here. So I'm back at Tokyo Station, and before I want to close this, I actually want to take you guys one more place at here, which is a nice view of Tokyo Station, and also tell you how much it took me to go all of the places you just saw. So yeah, let's go. So the last place to take you guys at this episode is located right near the southern gate of Tokyo Station. There's a building called Kite. If you go to the top floor, there's a wide area which you can see the landscape of Tokyo Station, and I really recommend you guys to go here at night because it's so wonderful with the night of all the city lights just glowing around at Tokyo Station, and it is the best place to take photos with. So this will be the last place I just wanted you to take, and since we've arrived and I showed you, so I'd like to wrap things up for this episode. So I hope you liked this episode, as this is my first try of making this episode series, and I hope I could take you a lot of good places, not only in Tokyo but also around this part of Japan, and in the future, if borders open, take you other countries if possible with me. So yeah, this will be the end of this episode. Oh, and before I want to end this video, I just want to also tell you how much was the cost of entering to Tokyo Station and coming out of Tokyo Station for the whole thing. So I actually calculated before coming here, and it was about 980 yen. So there were some stations that would work because I had to go from one place to another, and there were some that are like close to each other. So yeah, there were some that I can walk, but since I wanted to use the restrictions as much as possible, this was the great opportunity. And good thing is that it overpassed the amount of the 760. So if you wanted to travel, guys, I think it's better. It's also a good opportunity to use those passes as another alternative. But yeah, it was a great opportunity for me to do this. So yeah, I like to end this episode at here. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you liked it. Make sure to like this video after you watch this. If you're new to this channel, please punch the subscribe button and join the community and wait for more new video vlogs that I might update in the near future. Hopefully I could do some things around in Japan because I actually look forward to think of doing stuff. And also between those I actually do let's play videos at the same time. So I hope you can also watch these and at your spare time because I try to do a lot of my let's plays through Switch, and it's the thing that I like to do for this time. So yeah, I hope you like this video and wait for my video. Bye bye.